Miss nothing. Not an order, not a sale, not a cent. Exact Online Manufacturing. For software that makes more of your business and brings more to QuickBooks. Visit exactonline.com.
In this episode of MBT's Manufacturing Newswire, we'll discuss 3D printed guns and other disruptive technologies, as well as the Saab brand's resurrection.
We'll also talk to Brad Holcomb of ISM on the latest strong manufacturing numbers and see Honda's fun new take on the airbag.
Welcome. We're your hosts, Anna Wells.
And I'm John Minnick. Here's what's trending in manufacturing.
If there's one area where it seems nobody can agree, it's on guns. Lawmakers have quarreled recently on who should have access to what, and the manufacturing connection may surprise you.
3D printing is at the center of the contentious debate about weapons, specifically how the increasing use of 3D printed plastic can allow plastic guns to slip through metal detectors and X-ray machines unnoticed. Last week, the U.S. House of Representatives voted to renew a 25-year-old prohibition against such firearms, extending it for another decade.
An MBT reader took to our website to warn that maker technology will prove to be the most disruptive technology to come along in a long time.
In other news we might file under mind-blowing technology, Amazon is once again ahead of the curve when it comes to order fulfillment. Amazon.com says it's working on a way to get packages to customers in 30 minutes or less via self-guided drone. The so-called Prime Air unmanned aircraft project is currently in Amazon's research and development labs, but the company says it will take years to advance the technology.
30 minutes? I can't even get a pizza that fast. One of the most shared stories on our Twitter feed has to do with the future of manufacturing talent, specifically how resources can improve the outlook for veterans to enter into advanced manufacturing.
Last year, GE and other thought leaders in the industry, including Boeing, Lockheed Martin, Alcoa, and the Manufacturing Institute, launched the Get Skills to Work initiative, a coalition aimed at closing the skills gap and supporting veterans as they transition in careers in advanced manufacturing.
Celebrating its first anniversary last week, GE says the coalition is on track to meet its goal of placing 100,000 veterans by 2015.
Economic activity in the manufacturing sector expanded in November for the sixth consecutive month, while the economy grew for the 54th month, says the latest manufacturing ISM report on business.
In this week's Face-to-Face, we're talking with Brad Holcomb, chair of the ISM Business Survey Committee, to get the lowdown on the impact of these latest numbers.
Brad, tell us about this month's PMI number, the highest we've seen all year, and what it means for manufacturing.
Yes, the PMI, as you pointed out, is the highest for the year. In fact, I think it's the highest in a couple of years at 57.3. It's up from last month, and it's been progressively up month over month for the last 6 months. So it really shows that we're continuing the momentum that's been building in the second half of the year.
Both new orders and production increased in November. What might be playing into these two indexes, and how should businesses read into this data?
New orders is really crucial, and that drives the whole system, and up a full 3 percentage points from last month. It's a strong number. And I want to skip down to backlog of orders. That's also very, very high, up 2.5 points. And between new orders and the backlog of orders, it's driving production up 2 percentage points to 62.8. So everything is pointing up and to the right, as they say.
Thanks, Brad. This past week has been a busy one in the automotive sector. Former GM-owned bankrupt company Saab is back. National Electric Vehicle Sweden, the Hong Kong-based company that bought Saab out of bankruptcy in September last year, recently introduced the new 9.3 Aero sedan on sale this week in Sweden.
In other global automotive news, General Motors says it plans to largely withdraw its Chevrolet brand from Europe starting in 2016. GM cited a challenging business model and the difficult economic situation as the reason it continues to lose money in Europe.
Finally, the Obama administration announced the DOE will lose $139 million on a loan to struggling electric car maker Fisker Automotive, Inc. The multi-million-dollar loss is the largest in the green energy loan program since the 2011 failure of solar panel maker Solyndra.
Well, at least Justin Bieber got one.
Zinga!
And now for our clip of the week.
The ever-inventive Honda Motor Company has developed a new airbag, but it's probably not what you think.
What's the second most important thing you want to cradle in a crash besides your head? Well, Honda thinks it's your smartphone, and if you're like me, this thing is constantly hitting the ground.
I don't think this is a real product, but it might help if we could speak Japanese.
成功しました。
That's it for today. Check out the site daily for news, videos, blogs, articles, and to sign up for our daily e-newsletter.
Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and join the conversation on LinkedIn. Thanks for joining.